Hi Pokefans, welcome back to part 28 of my Indigo Disk DLC. Last episode in the DLC, we were going through all of the special coaches, and in this one, I am picking up 3 of the teachers that are actually remaining to battle as well as trade Pokemon with them. I believe I have 6 in total, but I'll be picking up only 3 in this episode and the rest in the next one. I'm pretty excited for this. So let me quickly skip out on this battle and go into the league room. Alright, so here is the league room. As you can see, all the 6 teachers from Paldea are still remaining. I'm gonna go ahead and invite Jock. I believe we accidentally invited him in a previous episode, but I actually did not battle him, so I'll be able to do that today. Other than him, I want to invite Rayford. I'm pretty interested to see what she has to say. After all, she does like history, and we do have a lot of it here in Unova. The other one that I would like to invite, I might go ahead and talk about that later. Let me quickly go ahead and converse with these 2 NPCs here. After all, if I do try to invite a third one of these people will actually leave. I believe the surprising part is that Rayford is actually getting along well with Jock. I'm kind of surprised with it, considering that she usually orders us around to do all of her work. Either way, it seems that history and biology is going well together as per Mr. Jock, which is expected. He is super easygoing, and I did expect him to go well with everyone else. I also saw that Crispin here is actually talking to Drayton, which is another special dialogue. Drayton here has been talking to each of these NPCs other than Crispin, the rest of the Elite Four members, so it's really nice to hear their dialogue. Apparently, Crispin is actually giving a earful to Drayton here on the stuff that he actually did in the storyline for this one. Either way, he is back on his place. It's actually time for me to go ahead and challenge Jock here. I guess we could start with him. I wonder what his storyline is gonna be. Of course, it's on the Pokédex. He's actually happy that we are working on the Blueberry Pokédex. Unfortunately for me, I still have 2 more Pokemons left to complete my Pokédex itself. If you haven't guessed it, those 2 are the legendary Pokemons from Violet version. Hopefully one of these days I will get those. But of course, here is Jock. I remember that we did battle him once. This was right after the championship in Paldea. Although I must admit, I had no idea what kind of team he does have. Thankfully, he does seem to start with a Victory Bell, which is a pretty cool Pokemon, but I was able to take it down with Kilowattro here. Up next, I switched into Ogupon. I feel like Ogupon has become a member of my team as I've been using it since Kitakami. And it definitely is super powerful. Not only its water type moves, but it's pretty resistant to most of the typing, and I'm really able to use all of its moveset. Next, I decided to go ahead and go back to Kilowattro. The only issue with the moveset for Kilowattro here is the move Hurricane. I actually don't like it at all. I really wish that I would have switched it out, but each time I do battle, I completely forget to switch out the moveset. Up next is Swalot. I will go ahead and switch out into Crocodile. I am not sure why I clicked stay over there for Kilowattro. I must say, Swalot is a Pokemon that I've never personally used myself, but I have heard that it does have a really good defense. So you could definitely try and use it. You might have to avoid it around the ground type, but mostly this Pokemon is pretty tough to defeat. Alright, let's see which one is next. And we have Arcanine. Alright. I think Crocodile can be up here. Arcanine is pretty cool, but I think as far as fire type goes, it does go down pretty easily as well. Although I must say the design for Arcanine is really cool for Pokemon Legend Arceus. I believe that it doesn't really have a good typing there, being fire rock type. But if they had given it a fire ground type instead, I think it would have been super cool. Anyway, we are down to the last Pokemon, Farafuric. This one I'm not too worried about. I do have Muskrada in my team, and a Night Slash should be able to take this Pokemon down. I'm not gonna be testalizing my Pokemon for most of these battles. I believe having a level 100 Pokemon is good enough to take down most of these team members. Either way, there we go. That is the first battle. Pretty cool. I'm actually excited to see what Pokemons the other teachers do have, considering that we haven't really battled all of them. But let me see what rewards we do get. Ooh, a hexagonal glass that looks exactly the same as what he's wearing, which I think is really nice. As for Rayford, I guess all she has to do in her quest is go ahead and explore Unova itself, which is something she probably will do, but I'll see if that happens. Alright, she did just call us Puppet, which is pretty weird. I feel like she does have the villainous vibes, but I guess they just decided to make her a teacher instead of making her a villain. This is the first time we are battling her, so I have no clue on the Pokemon she uses. She started with a Gengar, which is really nice, although it does go down on most of these moves. Ooh, never mind, it was not a Gengar. She does have one in her team, but that was a Zorua. Surprising, but understandable, considering that she does roam around historical places, and these are the Pokemon you probably will find over there. Grumpig is super powerful. I guess I should have just went into Muskrada and used Night Slash. That might have taken down this Pokemon. Very cool. Up next, let's see which one we have. Ooh, Malamar. Now this is definitely a unique Pokemon and something that I definitely want to try using in my team. I believe it doesn't have a weakness either, so it should be pretty fun using this Pokemon. As for now, I'm just gonna try and use Flash Cannon. Hopefully that will work out. If not, I might have to switch my team members around before I do battle her the next time. There we go. So she does have a Survivor, which is surprising. I've never expected anyone to have this Pokemon, but here she is. Survivor is a pretty cool Pokemon, but I don't think I would be using it in my team. I believe it doesn't really have that good of stats to be actually used in a team, but you could definitely try it as a unique Pokemon. Scizor, alright, she definitely has a... I really don't know what to say about her team. It's definitely unique, just like her. Alright, let's see which one is the last one. I believe it's Gengar, because she did have... Yep, there it is. She is gonna testalize it into probably a Ghost type. So this Night Slash should be able to take it down in one hit. But it's pretty cool that she had a Zorua up in front that was imitating Gengar. Alright, that is the second teacher defeated. I wonder what we do get for defeating her right here. After all, she did give us a chance to get 4 legendary Pokemon, so hopefully she has something good. A worthy opponent, definitely. A Comet Shard. Disappointed with this. I guess I was expecting a bit better. I already have way too many Comet Shards in my bag. Either way, decided to go ahead and invite Time here. I believe that we had a small quest with her back in Paldea once we did become the champion. But of course, I wonder what she has to say. She was pretty chill and she was also a rock type gym leader. Just by a guess, I'm gonna say that all of her team members are gonna be rock type Pokemons. I may be wrong, but we'll get to see it. It's also really nice to see her invite Rayford here to a meeting, which I guess is pretty cool. I wasn't really expecting Rayford to decline it initially, but I guess it kind of suits her personality. Either way, we are gonna go ahead and get a chance to battle the previous gym leader. This is pretty cool. I believe we haven't really got this chance in the other games, so it's really nice to see that here. Ooh, she does start with a Kelbar. Alright, I think Kilowattro is really not the right Pokemon for this. Ooh, a Stone Axe. That is a pretty good move. But of course, I believe Ogerpon here should be able to take down all of her team members. After all, rock types are super weak against fighting or water type, which I believe both of the moves I do have on my Ogerpon. Next is Lycanroc, another Pokemon that I definitely want to try out adding to my team. It goes down as well. Next is Stonenjoy. I believe this one is gonna be pretty easy. I'm just gonna try using Superpower in any case. There we go. Next up, we have Colossal. This is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon back in Sword and Shield. Every time I play that game, I definitely want to add this one to my team. The only negative point is that it is 4 times weak to water, which is pretty bad. But next up, we have Drednaw, another one of Pokemon from Sword and Shield. This one was able to go down with a fighting type move. I believe grass type move would go well for this as well. Alright, this is her main Pokemon, Garganicle. I'm believing that she has a rock type for this, considering that she was a gym leader. And we should be able to take it down as well with Ogerpon. I guess this is the only Pokemon you need in your team if you are going against this Pokemon or this trainer right here. Ooh, we are getting hit by a Stone Edge and we almost went down but was saved by the friendship. There we go. I decided to finally go ahead and terrestrialize. This is to make sure that I do take it down. Alright, it is very rare for me to actually terrestrialize Ogerpon, so I do forget that it has this cool animation. I should definitely try this one out way more. Either way, that is the third feature. Now that we have defeated all 3, I'm gonna go ahead and defeat them once more offline. We will definitely be able to go ahead and get the traded Pokemons when I do invite them for the 3rd time. As for time here, the reward is gonna be Bitter Herb Mystica. Alright, Herb Mysticas are pretty cool and I appreciate her giving 3 of it. Well, I am back and as you can see, I have invited them for the 3rd time. Here is Jock talking more about the app. Apparently, the Pokédex app that is here for Blueberry Academy is a copy of the original Pokédex that Professor Jock created, and it was created by Director Serrano. Apparently, Jock does not know who Director Serrano is. Either way, it's pretty nice to see that he appreciated instead of, I guess, being disappointed by it. As for him, I do have a Pokemon. I have caught a couple of them recently, and I believe that one of these Pokemons are going to be pretty good. I decided to go with a Cupchew just because he doesn't have a Ice-type Pokemon in his team, and I believe having one would be pretty cool. In exchange, we do get a Gulpin, which is really nice. There we go. That is all on Jock. Let me quickly go ahead and talk to Rayford as well. I believe she was going to explore Unova, which she actually did. That's surprising. Alright, I'm glad that she got some time off to go ahead and do some of her own research. Either way, she is, I guess, excited to go ahead and trade one of her Pokemon with us. Alright, she gives us a Gimmighoul. As for Rayford here, Let me go ahead and go into the list. I believe Welby is a really cool Pokemon for her. She seems to have the theme of poison dark type Pokemon, so I guess I could give her one of them. She also needs a flying type in her team either way. There we go, that is the Gimmighoul from her. Lastly, let me quickly go ahead and invite Time back here so that we can go ahead and trade a Pokemon with her. Well, here she is. As usual, she is pretty happy that we are talking to her. She's also talking more about the diverse curriculum that is not present right now in this academy. Apparently, she did talk to Director Serrano and he has, I guess, given the permission to keep them as electives, which is pretty cool. So she probably will be working on that. As for the Pokemon, sure, we can trade. A Rockruff, alright. As for her, I'm just gonna go ahead and give her a Darulodon. I believe this is a really cool Pokemon and would actually help, I guess, mitigate most of her issues, especially since she does use rock type Pokemon. Either way, here we have the Rockruff. Alright, those were the trading for today. I'm pretty happy that we have got 3 new Pokemons added. Now, before I do end out this episode, I'm just gonna go ahead and show all of these Pokemons that we just traded. By the way, this box is just dedicated to the traded Pokemons. Here's Gulpin. Surprisingly, it is at level 17, which is pretty nice. I guess I could add this one to my team. Gimmighoul is at level 30. Alright, not something I would add immediately, but sure. Rockruff here is at level 12. So there we go. Those are the 3 Pokemons I did trade today. Well, hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel as it does help me a lot. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description, and I'll see you all in the next one.